Let's crochet the easiest sweater ever. So from this, it transforms into this. My daughter's very first sweater, isn't it so adorable? Say hello, crochet friends. Hello. What are we doing today? Tell them. We are going to be crocheting Helena's very first sweater. A granny square sweater, in which is the same one as Mummy's. This one right here. So you will be able to make this sweater in any size you want. You simply just have to follow this video. It's a very, very simple sweater to make. And it's so beautiful, so beautiful. Do you think I can actually crochet today her sweater? She's here in the bouncer, so I'm going to just talk about what I'm going to be using. So I got that Aldi yarn. I don't know if you remember. I forgot the name of this yarn. Roving? I think it was Roving. So this one here, and I'm going to be using a 6mm crochet hook because I want my stitches to be nice and open. I don't want them to be super tight. Then also darning needle, scissors, all that good stuff. So this is what I'm going to be using for her sweater. And the first thing we are going to be making will be a granny square. Just a simple granny square. So how I've done, I did the little cluster at the beginning with the 4 little clusters, and then I chained 2 on each corner. And then also I chained 1 after every little cluster around the square. And also something that I do to maintain my square super nice and square like this, I turn every round. So as soon as I finish one round, I turn on the reverse and then I do the square on the reverse. And to make the sweater any size you want, you simply have to take the bust measurement and then divide it by 2, and that is the sizing you're going to be making your square. So now go ahead and make the 2 squares that you need for the back and the front of your sweater. I have mine completed, as you can see. So now the next thing I'm going to do will be adding 3 rows of single crochets to one of the sides of the square. So it's going to look like this. So this is what it looks like with the 3 rows of single crochets right here. So I made my square 8 rounds in total, and it's measuring 24 by 24 centimeters. I'm going to now do the single crochets on one of the sides. So you can choose how you want to slip stitch into the next corner. So we have to move from where we are into the next corner. It can be any corner. So I'm going to be chaining 1 and turning my project, my square, so that it's on the right side. And then from here, I'm going to slip stitch until I get to the next corner, in which is this one. When you get into the corner, slip stitch, and then chain 1. Now I'm going to be working into this side. Into the chain 2 space, I'm going to work my first single crochet. So I'm not counting that chain 1 at the beginning. And then I'm going to single crochet into every stitch down all the way onto the next corner. And then I'm going to single crochet just 1 into that chain 2 space, and this is single crochet number 33. Now I'm going to single crochet 2 more rows on top of this one. So chain 1, turn square. The chain 1 does not count as a stitch. And now I'm going to single crochet all the way down. Make sure to get that very last single crochet. And now repeat row 2 once more. So chain 1, turn and single crochet all the way down. Once you are done making the 3 rows, only on this side, so you're not doing all the way around, remember, just one of the sides, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to leave enough yarn for the sewing of the shoulders. You don't need a lot, so I'm going to leave 3 times this part of the square. So 1, 2, and 3. Trim and fasten off. Once you are done with one square, go ahead and make a second one following the same steps. So you're gonna make the square, the same amount of rounds you did, and then you're going to do the 3 rows of single crochets on one of the sides. So I have the 2 squares now completed. So Helena is now sleeping, so we can now continue. So I'm going to show you how to crochet the sleeves. Very simple, very easy. To know the sizing of the sleeves, you're going to be measuring the top of your arm. I'm going to leave an image here to know exactly what you're going to be measuring. And then once you have that measurement, you're going to be doing as many foundation double crochets, because that's what I'm going to be doing, as you need to go around that section, that part of your arm. I'm doing 17 centimeters, so when I go around it, this is the sizing of my sleeve. And then that is the sizing you want to do that very first row we are doing for the sleeve. It doesn't matter if you are doing just double crochets, because you can choose if you want to do just double crochets from the beginning, like the one that I made for myself, I'm going to show you in a minute, or you can also do this type of cuff as well, the front post and back post double crochet. So you can choose these two. So let me show you the other one I made. So for this one, as you can see, I made double crochets only all the way around. For this other one, I've decided to do this type of cuff. So you can choose if you want to do this one that I'm doing, or simply just double crochet all the way up. Look at the size of the sleeve. It's so tiny. I'm going to start with a double crochet foundation row. That is my favorite way of starting a project. When I can, I use that. So make your slip knot, chain 3, wrap the yarn around the hook, go into the 3rd chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first loop, leaving that last loop on the hook. Now you have 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, creating your double crochet. Now this bottom stitch is the one you're going to be using to make the next one. So wrap the yarn around the hook, go into the bottom stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first loop, leaving that on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is how you work the foundation double crochet. And now you're going to be making as many double crochets as you need for the bottom of your sleeve. So you want to measure going around your wrist. For this one, I'm doing 20 in total, including that chain right at the beginning. So here I have 20 stitches in total, including the chain at the beginning. So you're going to be wrapping it around your wrist to see if it fits you or the person you are doing this for. And once you're happy with the sizing of your sleeve, we can now continue. If you want, from here, you're simply just gonna work as many rows as you need for your sleeve, or you can also do the cuff as I did for this one here, just like this, with the back post and front post double crochet. You're going to chain 1 and turn your work. For the first one, I like to wrap the yarn around the hook, go around the back of the post like this, and then work my double crochet. So this is a front post. Now we do the next one, a back post. So we are working into the post of the stitch, not at the top of the stitch. Now we do a back post by going through the back like this and working a back post double crochet, and now a front post double crochet. I've done this many times for many projects. It's one of my favorites to do for cardigans and jumpers. When you get into the last one, simply just work a double crochet going into that last space like this. So this is what it looks like, and now I'm going to be doing one more row. I'm going to do 3 in total. So chain 1, turn my work. For the first one, I'm going to do the same as the previous row, And now from here it's pretty simple. Where you have a back post, you're gonna do a back post, and where you have a front post, you're gonna do a front post. So the next one is a back post, so I'm gonna do a back post, just grabbing the previous post as you can see. And then the next one is a front post. So I'm gonna go through the front and do a front post. And now repeat the same all the way down. Back post and front post. When you get into the last one, work the last double crochet going into the space, the last one, and then you can work as many rows you need for the sizing of the cuff you want to do. I'm gonna do 3 in total. This is what it looks like. And now I'm going to work the rest of the sleeve, in which is simply just chain 1 and double crochet all the way down, chain 1 and double crochet all the way down until you have the length of the sleeve you need. So chain 1, turn, and work 1 double crochet all the way down. So I have here 20 stitches in total, so I'm going to do 20 double crochet all the way down. So I have here the 20 double crochets down. Now I'm going to repeat that until I have the sizing of the sleeves I want. So for this one I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of double crochets in total. So in total for the sleeves I did 11 rows. So I've just completed the other sleeve. As you can see, this is what it looks like. And we want to leave enough yarn for the sewing we are going to be doing for the sleeves with the rest of the sweater. So you want to leave 3 times the sizing of the last row. So 1, 2, and 3, trim, and now you can fasten off. That was actually the perfect timing. As soon as I finished showing you, she woke up. She's complaining now that she wants some cuddles. So now it's Helena's time, and then as soon as she's sleeping again, I will continue. Do you think we can finish it today though? The next thing we have to do is simply just sew everything together, just put everything together. I think we can. So for the layout of the sweater, take the first square, place it down. Here is where I have the single crochet rows. Now take the other square. The other square is gonna go right on top where you also have the single crochets. So the single crochet rows together. The sleeves will go on the sides. So the first one here, and then the other one right here. So the very first sewing we are doing are the shoulders. So you have to choose how much you want for the neck. So this is going to be my back square. So I'm going to just flip this square to the other side, just so that I have this yarn to sew this shoulder and then this one to sew this other shoulder. So I'm going to be leaving about 15 centimeters for the opening of my neckline, and then I'm going to be sewing all the rest. So I have 25. I'm going to do 5 centimeters on this side and then 5 on this other side, and then I have 15 left. So 5 centimeters is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. So that is the amount of stitches I'm going to be sewing on both sides. So I'm going to be matching the very first 2, sew them together, and now I'm going to be grabbing the entire stitch on both sides and sew them together. And I'm doing the sewing on the right side of my project. So I've done the 7. I'm going to go through the last 2 again, go through the loop to fasten off. Now I'm going to take this yarn to the reverse and then I can weave in. And then I'm going to do the same to the opposite side. So this is what the neckline looks like. And because we've done the single crochets, we don't have to do any more finishing details, and it looks so pretty. Look at that. So now let's sew the sleeves in place. You want to fold the sleeve, make sure that it's right into the center. And then using the yarn we have left on the sleeve, we can sew it down. And then repeat the same to the other one. So this is what it looks like, and now I'm going to repeat the same to the other sleeve. And now we can do the last step to complete this sweater. Me and my daughter, we're gonna be matching. It's not the same yarn, but it's still the same sweater. She just went back to sleep and it's 6:30, so it's still the same day. When sewing, you can choose to leave a little bit left at the bottom, just so you have kind of this detail. I don't know if you can see from there, but I just left the corners without sewing, and then it made this rounded detail. So I think I'm gonna do the same to hers as well, because I think this is a really cute detail to have. So yeah, let's go! And now let's transform this into our sweater. Hold it where the shoulders are and fold your sweater in half. We have to sew the sleeves and down the side. For the sewing, we have to attach a new yarn. So I'm going to measure 3 times the sizing of the area I have to sew of yarn, trim, and now we can start sewing. I'm going to start from the sleeve and then work my way down. So I'm going to match 2 little stitches of the cuff. Then I'm going to leave a little tail to weave in, tie a knot here, a double knot, and now I'm going to start sewing everything. Also, I'm doing the sewing until I get to the last chain one, leaving the corners without sewing. Now I'm going to take this end to the inside, so I just finished all the sewing. Then I'm going to weave in, and now I'm going to repeat the same to the other side. It's 1 hour later and her sweater is done. Look at it, it's so tiny. I cannot believe that I made my daughter her very first little crochet sweater, and it's a granny square sweater as well, my favorite thing to crochet. If you didn't know, granny squares are my favorite thing to crochet. So this is super special for me, and we have matching sweaters now. Look who is awake and wearing her new sweater, her very first crochet sweater. You are so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm matching with mommy. If you want to gift something to someone that is pregnant or have kids, do this. Do a matching set for them, even if it's just a matching beanie or a matching bucket hat, matching mittens, matching scarves. It can be anything, just do it. I am over the moon happy right now. I'm pretty sure you can do this in 1 day, or if you want to do it nice and relaxed, you can do it in 2 days, making the panels in 1 day and then joining the next day. So I really hope you have enjoyed this journey with me making my daughter's very first sweater, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, happy crocheting!